Everybody, welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. Last episode we tried the Star. We'll try that one again, knowing a little bit more. And we'll start by remaking our deck. So who would we want as far as companions go? Who do we have now? Soldier. I think that's fine. But we want to switch up our encounters a bit. So can we remove all of these? We'll put in the usual good ones again. Old Maiden.
I guess that card is one of your favorites. I don't see the appeal.
We went over this. I also want Drunken Knight. Okay. So next up, we will see if we can look towards Fame, Gambits, Blessings, Curses. Cursed. Okay, so we really only have this one to remove curses on. That's a bit unfortunate. But we will take it. Trade Blessing Curse. Okay. What's miscellaneous? We don't know. Okay, let's remove. We'll put you in again. Put this one. I mean, some of these may be curse removal, but since we have no idea what they do, they probably don't show up. Let's put that back in. Well, map add. I don't think we want to add to our map. We could try for blessings. I'm not really sure what I'm putting in at this point. I guess we put in some new ones. Hopefully you can discover what some of these do. Little Devil, Purgatory, you. And why not you? Equipment, I don't know if I'm willing to change much. We do have that Spike Bone Guard. The spell Curse seems like it would be really handy to have. Supplies. Let's get rid of this and start with a better weapon. probably be using hammers again, so... Let's see, 23 versus 23. We haven't used Chieftain's Axe yet, so... Actually, we will be fighting some... Empire, so we'll put that in. Okay. So basically, ideally, in the best scenario possible and all that are good stuff, we would be able to dispel the curse on the start of the second floor and the third floor. Ideally.
Take a step back and touch upon the mystery. How did things come to change?
I've seen this before, so we can skip through. Basically, we need to close some portals. And every item we get gives us a little bit more cursed. Okay, this is where we take the gun. Hopefully we don't lose 25 life at the start. I mean, I may as well restart if that does end up happening, but...
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Nope. I'm willing to go down to, like, say, maybe 85. Having to heal a lot last time didn't help us much either. Alright, we just need to roll a 3 or better. It's likely to. Can fail. Okay, but it didn't. Cool. Okay.
Victory. You are learning.
Not really. I don't think there's much to learn about throwing a dice. At least I don't think so. I wonder if you could cheese the dice stuff. Anywho,
And now let us see how queens are made and how they fall.
if you are to defeat Farwater from the Empire, we'll need help. Estrella leads you through town till you reach the cellar door of an abandoned farmhouse. The contract is of a silt ears long thought lost. Estrella pulls aside the heavy cellar door and waves you in. Follow Estrella through damp corridors that burrow deep into the earth. Through here, she says, and watch your step. There better be treasure. And food. Preferably both. We'll see. If not, we can just head towards the exit straight away, I guess. I see 1, 2, 3, 4... 6 gold chests, so we can get up to 30 gold here. I will take the time to try and nab it all. Aw, they don't float up anymore. That doesn't leave me much time. Okay. Some gold over there. Let's trigger this one, and we can go here. We just have to sneak past this. Make our way back. We'll see if we can buy some equipment. We're looking for that bone mold thing, preferably. Okay. Nice haul of gold. He's trying to walk into her death. Can you blame her? You can't. Plus, Miles doesn't enjoy visitors. Usually, the Empire has been after her for years. Estrella opens the door to a dimly lit cavern. A giant humanoid rat sits on a pile of rags. A tattered hood casts its face in shadows. Immense and grizzled, the rat's long snout is grey with age. You find your way past the cellar door of an abandoned farmhouse into the cavern hideaway of a last silt ear. It bears sharp teeth and rasp what goes. Elder Queen, since Strela Farwater, your companion steps forward and bows. It has been many years since we last spoke, but I seek your help. A great army marches to take this town. Rat's milky eyes blink for a while before her ancient head nods. It taps a claw at a box full of artifacts, some old and rusted, others shining and new. Then it draws a symbol in the dust and raises one finger. She wants the artifact Empire's Burden. And we don't have that. No, none left, only rat left. Strela frowns with guilt. Long before either of us were born, Silt Ears were a significant presence in this land. Then I believe the past emperor decreed that they must be purged. As a child, I stumbled upon this underground maze and the last Elder Queen quite by accident. This was of course long before I was even a soldier, before this propaganda campaign declaring Silt Ears' monstrous vermin to be eradicated. So I shake the bad thoughts from my head and gazes sadly at the ancient rat. She saved my sister and I from an underground worm once. He was quite the efficient fighter back then. Suppose she's getting quite long in the tooth now. She must be at least 30 years old. This is all before my time, so I can't be sure. When I was a child, when she was less old, she referred to herself as Elder Queen. Now she just calls herself Rat. Empire doesn't have much official interest in their history. From what I've heard, the Silt Ears did have royalty, kings and queens and princes. Well, we know what to do. Kinda.
There are benefits to besting the devil, not least of which are the new friends you will meet along the way.
Are you the one who ruined Apollyon's fun? A woman with the pointiest face you've ever seen approaches from the shadows one night. Yes, you are, she laughs. How delightful. Did he cry? He used to be such a crier in our youth. Oh, you're wonderful. She pokes at your bicep. I'll remove your curses if you like. Although it goes against her nature to gift without game. She throws you some silver dice here, roll your luck. I'll split it by 6 and lift that number of curses from your soul. 6 is lovely number, don't you think? That's why I have 6 fingers on my left hand. Ooh. So this is curse removal. Well, we only need 6. What a roll, the demon winks, pulls out an abacus and flicks some counting beans around. 2. The answer is 2. A plague, perhaps they taste exquisite. Take the goblet's curse, sure. Still laughing about Apollon's failure, the woman who waves goodbye and disappears into the night. Cool. Okay, so we know that one is one to keep around. Let's try to find the exit. That should give us 10 food too. Okay. Let's head out of here. Pass through the gates of a village in the outskirts of the Empire. You are approached by a crowd of eager youths. If great heroes ask one anything interesting and say at all, you begin to relate the details of your quest so far, but the gang soon wanders away. 6 fame, okay. That's a shame, could have gotten some good stuff from that. Got some money. Let's see what we can go buy. Here's a spiked bone guard. I think I'm gonna keep it but not equip it yet. Assuming that is a thing I can do. Like, I'll put it on as we move towards the 3rd leg, which means we'll get rid of the curse that just keeps on cursing. It does mean we will be stuck with the curse that makes you draw a pain card every single time. Yeah, we'll buy that, but we won't equip it. And then we will leave. What's left on here anyway? Empire Inquisitors, Dwarven Haggler. We haven't seen what Dwarven Haggler is. Let's have a look.
Dwarves have never been purged by the Empire in the same way as other races. Frankly, they're too boring.
We've seen this one in the Apollyon one as well, where we needed that angel feather. Not sure what we are going to get here, though. Your wanderings lead you to a dwarf weighed down with bags, sacks, and other knickknacks. Let's trade, he suggests. I'm sure we can come to a mutual beneficial agreement. I don't. Wait, what? Part with item exchange. Wait, what? He didn't. What? What happened there? Do we want to fight these guys? I think you do get stuff from it. Let's give it a go. And we need some extra fame anyway.
A simple weapon that clearly establishes your preferences for brutality.
We'll try not to get killed too much.
You should not have crossed us.
We got lucky that he died. Companion seems to be doing well for once. There she goes. Alright, let's get her. Can I just thank you? Come on, I need you guys to block. You got lucky there. I should have been hit there. Ooh. There as well. You need you guys to block, I think. Block all you wish. It will only make me stronger. I'm not sure how many more blocks we need on the hammer. We'll see, I guess. I think that's the one that requires to block. Although the herald bounds from a bush and runs terrified into the distance. Pillager's Pride I now know isn't all that great, so we'll take Gamber's Jewel, which can be great. Buffwood's good too. Are we going to do this one? We don't get fame from it, but we do get equipment from it. Well, I don't know if it's always going to be equipment, but... Let's fight some more. Actually, let's check how this thing is going anyway. Inspect. Bash for the Empire's enemies they block to unlock this token. Okay, we need 16 more of those. It's quite a bit, admittedly, but... we need to make sure we get to the 5 or 6 fame needed for the bone armor. Yes, you just keep on blocking. You didn't stay down for long. Block isn't going to do much good against the mighty hammer. Well, that's our first hit. First of many. It's like the moment I get hit once, things start going... Okay, dude, seriously, what the hell? It's like the first time I get hit, things start going bad. Shouldn't take too long to heal up on that. We do wish to get some more fame, though. Trader's Urge is pretty good. What's this one? Optionally, you can have 3 turns to ignore the effect of a single pain card. I'll take Trader's Urge. And some more food. Seen this before, throw the goblet in, fight some corrupted. Easy enough. I think these guys only have green attacks too, so... nothing to worry about. Nice shot. Not sure what you were trying to aim at though, but just gonna assume that you did hit it. Okay, so do not equip the bone thing yet. Should have camped. Let's give blood. No, let's just do the gold thing again. We need fame for a bunch of stuff. One of them is we need to make sure that we can keep our bone thing on for the next leg, and we also need to make sure that if we find the curse removal thing, sure, as long as it's not a huge failure, I'm happy. Hopefully we get some fame. 4 would be... or how much is it for our bone mold thing? If you can ignore the curse that keeps on cursing, it's gonna be a good enough thing for us, I think. Okay, these guys only have red. You got hit there. I was in the midst of my rolling animation there, I think. A bit odd that I got hit in that case. Something else must have been up. Oh, and you... Yeah, seems like the moment I get hit once, my combat ability just tanks. I don't know why. But it's bad, as you can tell. That's what's causing me runs. Used to be the dice gambits and stuff that ticked me off. Now it's my own ineptitude in combat. Oh well, at least my ineptitude in combat is something I can work on, right?
Fame alone's got you here. Let action carry you forward.
Yeah, we can now equip this. How much fame do we need to wield it? 5. So we'd like to get to 13, unless you can ask for other stuff. Then I don't know.
I would hope you know better than to keep counsel with the Fae. Those deals never work well for your kind.
In the depth of the forest, you find a young woman crying. Her child tugging at her skirt. She tells you that her eldest has disappeared after ignoring her warning about the fairy ring. No circles toadstools in the meadow nearby. You offer to help find her child. As you step into the middle of the ring, everything fades. Your vision returns, but the forest is no longer the same. The trees are purple and the sky shines yellow with a bright blue sun. Treading through this strange forest, you encounter a brownie with a head too big for his... What? Treading through this strange forest, you encounter a brownie with a head too big for its body. I'm so hungry, will you spare some... Yuck. Sure, have 10 food. Much on the bread bowl, whatever you do, if you see the fawn, don't believe a word he says, he almost always lies. Okay. You walk along a fork in the road when a fawn plays his pan flute while clicking his hooves about. Can I help you? Inquire about the missing child. Oh yes, about yay high, scruffy clothes. Yes, he went that way, he says, pointing to the path to the left. So you go right. Tread lightly down the path and come to a magnificent castle. The drawbridge is lowered so you walk inside. Many goblins and fairies gather in the queen's court. Upon the throne sits a queen, a sharp 4 faces, and a serpent's tail. The first face is a womanly face, the second belongs to a panther, the third is the face of a goat, and the fourth is that of a swan. The queen's opened all her mouths, and her voice echoes, "A mere mortal in my court, why have you come?" You explain you're looking for a missing child. She looks you up and down and says, "I will trade the child for one of your blessings." Take fate's path. Goblin walks out of a chamber holding the hand of a small child. He escorts you and the child to another fairy ring and sends you on your way. Okay, 5 fame. Cool. You appear in the meadow where the mother waits anxiously. You reunite the mother with her child. The mother embraces her children and thanks you profusely. I will say a prayer for you every day.
Nicely done.
At the beginning of each new map, draw a blessing. Okay, so we'll get a curse. We'll get a blessing. Yep, this is gonna get weird. Oh, not this again. Get anything but a huge failure. Great. We can easily die here. That would be a shame, but you know, if it happens, it happens. The ogre has a fairly easy path. Or, pattern, I mean.
Now we fight for honor.
Okay, now it's just the ogre. I can do this all day. My companion will eventually kill you, seeing how you just don't care for her. Actually, my companion seems to do practically any damage. I mean, Mistrel. Okay, another one. Nope. Okay, I guess your patterns got a bit shuffled. Okay, get out. We can just use our companion skill then, because you don't understand how much I'd rather not die here. You good to go, Strel? Come on. Stun the bugger. Oh, come on! How does he break out that stun like in a split second? I don't get it. Okay, almost there, dude. Estrel barely does damage to him. Oh man. If you want, you can kill him. Oy. Okay, now you have to camp or we just die. Everyone dies back in tens. Yeah. The player cannot starve to death, but can starve down to 1 life. Okay. And then you give us some food anyway, so it's like, well, let's see if you have anything we could potentially sell. Not really. I mean, Trader's Urge could potentially be sold, but let's break camp. Cool. Okay, this will be good. There's even some health. There's some food. Oh, pretty good. Okay, don't get stuck on that. Yep. Corners, man. Gotta watch the corners. I was watching the corners, but my character got stuck on them. I think there's some gold over there. Trying to get stuck on the corner. Good. Nothing over there. Right? No. Cool. Okay. That was a good one. I'm actually paranoid enough that I might want to unequip the bone guard thing in case I get cursed some other way, but it'll be fine. At least I hope so. You have enough fame to go against the Empire now too. Grifter's Companion for 20. Do we have any wheel nudges? Yeah, I think the next one has one, doesn't it? Okay, I don't think we have anything to sell. Trader's Urge is easy enough, but how much is Grifter's Companion? 20. I think that's worth it. Do you have any more dice gambits? I don't know. Let's get rid of this. And I will get Grifter's Companion for it. Continue exploring. I'm looking for the one that can get rid of that one curse for me. Band of thugs, yet again. What's so great about this whole encounter? I don't get it. It's not one that I've put in. Let's go for the skellies first. You can have the might of my hammer, though. Holy crap, did you see him leap? Wow. I want to. Thank you. Okay, let me get my companion up per feet. Stop leaping across half the map. Nice. Took some damage, I think, but not too much. Cardinal Blade. Not bad, but we don't have a good shield to go along with it. 15 food's good though. What are you? Soothsayer. We may as well, right? I think we've got just enough gold to pay. May as well check what we stand to gain or lose.
Take your predictions and do with them what you will.
Hand over the coin and they vanish into the woman's robes. She focuses on you, think for a moment, tells you the outcome of your goal, your quest. Okay, so that leaves us at 31. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think we want to go on this. I wrote down our pouch newly filled with coins as the woman enters a tavern and orders a drink. Well, that was a bad one for us. Okay, camp. We'll cook some more food. Okay, break camp. Now make sure that we have the spiked bone guard up. Pour collapse inspiration to the ether, relinquishing its power. Why do I have... Did I choose to equip... Oh, stupid. Well, that means we can parry, but... I suppose it doesn't matter. We don't have anything specific for corrupted anyway. Oh, but that did work pretty darn well, though. We can always go back to our hammer if we do still end up fighting. Well, that had to hurt, didn't it? Nice shot. Alright. Okay, do your weird thing. And there you go. Cardinal Blade worked pretty well, and Super's pretty nice too. Especially if he gets swarmed, which is something that is likely to happen. Bonus fame. Gain plus 20 fame, lose 1 fame after every encounter until this bonus is 0. Alright, so we got our... Yeah, so technically we should not get cursed here. Technically, you know? Sneak up on them.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change.
I'm already done. Just saying. Lift a hunk of broken headstone above your head and launch it at the grave diggers. So this is where we fight the Necromancer again, right? I think so. And just the Necromancer at that. You don't need to block. There's no real reason for that, is there? Actually hit the guy at the back too. Nice. Estrella is doing good work on the mage. Will go well, not the mage, but the necromancer person. You don't need to bring your shield up. That went super well. Well, let's hope the bone mold holds up to its label. If not, we're in a bit of a bind. Battle resolved, turning your attention to the half-buried metal disc. You fall to your hands and knees and begin to dig. It worked. We have Griffer's Companion, so let's give this a go too.
I'm not a vain man. You must appreciate that the game, this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count.
Is that a ring in there?
I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
Let's try to aim for that ring. Got it. Nope. That's the one that deals less damage thing, right?
Excellent. A wise decision.
On a worn grave decorated with wilted flowers, you see something glimmering in the moonlight. Take the item. I want this thing. Reduce pain.
With an eye towards the predators, you make yourself like them. Yet, are you born to it? Or simply making yourself in its image?
Damage inflicted from pain cards reduced by 5. That is huge. Especially because we're still stuck with the pain gain thing. Again, as long as it's not a huge, I'm alright with it. 1 and 4, I mean. Do we want to keep our... Yeah, sure.
Quickly, while we have the upper ground.
Do we though?
On my mark.
You know, it's kind of hard to see the mage if this ogre man decides to be at the front of it every single time. Oh, and then there's like rings everywhere that I can't walk into. It's just an observation, nothing. Nice one, Estrell. I'm just gonna keep dodging this guy for a while. And whenever I see an opportunity, I'll go after the mage as well. Alright. One mage down, one piling ogre left. Can't repost. Either that or my timing is off. Nope, can't repost. Okay. Timing was off. Ow. I'd like to live, please. On the bright side, if I can hit this guy with my special, it's gonna hurt. Not much, though. Really? Again? How does this keep happening that you break out of your stun so gosh darn quickly? If he hits me, I'm dead, so... If you don't mind, I'm just gonna stay away from him and let Estrelle do her thing. Things are going well. I'm not planning on giving that up. So sorry if this is a little bit more boring, but... I do not wish to die here. Once everybody dies, back to tent. Yeah, okay. Camp. Let's see what kind of equipment there's for sale. Mask of Holy Fortunes. What does that even do? Huh. Okay. I can sell that for it. Gives me a little bit of armor. A whole one. Alright, let's do... If you want to go up to 65, divide by 5, that's a lot of food. Okay. Soldiers to be impressed. Nice.
I have walked beyond these gates. I do not recommend it.
The journey leads you directly through Purgatory. By the edge of a cave entrance, you meet an old man bundled in rags. He stared at you with milk-white eyes and warns you've been pending peril. It will not leave you unchanged, as the favor and ire of the gods pursue all who journey here. So, we get curses. What? We take the path that leads through Purgatory or take a longer safer. I have no idea what that was, so no. That way only lies only madness. Illman wishes you a safe journey, adding, I'd like to find much peace in this realm. What with that madman in the dealer's chair? -3 food, huh? But at least we get the health from it.
is your reward, at least in potential.
We'll ask for... We'll get 10 food if we do everything here, which we are likely to. Health could be good, I guess. Or gold, we can buy more food. Let's ask for gold. Squeaky chair. Yeah. I think we may need like a special relic or piece of equipment for that token. There's our worker's hammer. Got any cheap food? Not necessarily cheap. We'll get 10 food here, so there is little points. They want the hammer back. Nah. Let's leave. Yes. Divine Providence. Adds +2 to each of your dice during the dice gambit. I don't know if we're gonna get much dice gambits, but considering our food is probably gonna be fine, this is probably the best one out there. So yeah, let's take that one. I think we have more blessings than curses now. Let's see. Blessing, 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 blessing. Yeah, we got more blessing than curses. What's this? Oh, that's a starvation one, okay. What's the hand? Oh, no, that's not shield. What is that? Oh, that's a relic. Okay. We don't have any relics because I sold it. Okay. Go ahead and seal the portal. Should be easy enough. Nailed it. Turn a 9 into a 16. Go cautiously to the cellar door and proceed down the stairs. As vortex fills the space below the manor, you feel the heat of the mage's disc through your satchel. Must claw your way out of the portal. Alright. I don't like being in a corner. Looks like the cardinal stuff isn't. Cardinal directions aren't piercing projectiles. How the hell did you go down? There was nobody near you. Well, there were, but... I don't think they were near enough for you to actually get hit by that. Oh well. Weird things be happening. We'll leave it at that. Cool. Nice. On your feet. That was a bad one. Okay. Almost done. The big guy is gonna take a while, but I don't think it's gonna cause too much problems. Let's give him one of these, which doesn't actually harm him. Okay, so we can only harm him through stabbing. Okay. Well, at least we know. I don't think this guy has been a boss yet, though, so... That was a good hit on his end. Alright, one more. He's taking it like a champ. So is my companion. Fortunate failure. After losing 4 precision gambits with a failure or a huge failure or 3 equipment cards. You should be fine here with the hammer thing. Scepter mages, scepter, prods mages may take space for you, whatever, Scotchord lightning, yeah. Okay. Lose 4 fame for every encounter. That's... that can be annoying, actually. Sure. It shouldn't be too bad. That's 10... 10... 10... That's over. Light phase, you find the remaining mages scattered across the beach. You think them dead until one half submerged on the shoreline raises an arm weakly. Mage reads some final words. Do not, he coughs. Do not throw the scepter into the portal, whatever you do. I think I'm gonna believe him and not do that. The only bad one still left. What did we do? Permanent injury. That's 2 equipment. Oh, we can't even choose which one. Oh, the Grifter's Companion. Okay, so do not throw the thing in the thing. Gotcha. Let's lose the Dagger's Curse. Good thing I got a lot of fame. And we'll lose the other one too if we can. Means we can at least keep our equipment going. Food? How much food more do we need? 1, 2, 3... Let's buy a little bit of extra food. You know, for events and stuff. Buy healing? 8 life for 5. Yeah, sure. So basically in the run where you are meant to get curses all over, we ended up with no curses whatsoever and a ton of blessings. Well, we still haven't won, so...
Will not last. He lacks strength. By the time our tale is told, he's probably already lost.
A little devil with a broken horse slouching on a tree stump in the dark forest, while Glum appears harmless, so you approach him with only a little caution. My father banished me from the underworld because he thinks I'm not evil enough. Apparently my curses are just too weak, he said. Do you know any curses? Nope. Well, that's a shame. Greeting, friend. One of them begins. Are you in need of supplies? Group explains that evil ogre stockpiled rations in his... Oh, we've done... yeah, but we will not fight the ogre. Ignore the farmers. Demand that you return the stolen food. Have stolen no food. Yes. We will refuse to fight, and we will play your little games. Let's play a dice game. It's gonna be hard to lose this one. 22. Dark Thirsts. Yeah, that would be useful. Am I going to wait? Let's see. Sure. Yeah, sure. Let's see what else we get. Sure. We'll play a card game next. This is gonna be good. No idea. No, I haven't. Yeah, sure, let's do the manual dexterity one. Shouldn't be that hard to get gold.
Breathe. You have done well.
Perhaps I've gone lax from sitting in the forest by myself too long. Do any of these interest you? Not really, but I can potentially sell them, I guess. Unless traps also means like the red icons, but I kinda doubt it.
History and time work in strange ways. I'll forgive you visiting such an amateur. Until now, you had no idea what true power was.
What do you need? He waves a burnt, snarled stick adorned with feathers over your hands. Now for payment, some favor of the gods you somehow possess will be mine, he says, insisting that you drink from a dish of putrid liquid. I'm thinking we're at the end, so you can have Major's... Let's take Mother's Blessing, just to be sure. Become more powerful, he whispers to nearby skull. As far as you can tell, the skull does not answer. Did we actually lose our curse, though? We did. Easy peasy. Can we buy anything with that? Thorn shell could be good if you can get to 10 more. Get rid of Tiger's Eye. We don't have the curse anymore anyway. And make sure that I have it equipped. I do.
And now we come close to the rough beast, slouching towards its birth.
Let's continue exploring. We'll go to this one. Sure. Let's get another blessing, and why not? Then we draw 2 consecutive gain cards of the same type. Gain plus 3 gold. Okay. Okay, so don't throw the scepter in. Pull returns as the others did, but it expels no corrupted minions. Major Scepter trembles in anticipation until it flies from your hand and hurtles into the port. I did not have an option there. Good turbulence, the portal disappears, discharging all its power. Tremor rocks the barn, forcing you outside for safety. A distant summit erupts with energy, bathing the sky in red light. You doubt it's a coincidence. Well, that was frickin' useful, wasn't it? Okay, are we properly equipped? You know. As good as it's gonna get, I guess.
Here, our paths cross for the first time. Did you know then that we would reach this moment now?
You follow the ominous beam of light up the foothills to a summit overlooking the countryside. Yet another pearl stands surrounded by mages, necromancers, and witches. This one is much, much larger than the others. Flames dance at the edges of the maelstrom. A group of levitating mages begin to cast incantation. The cacophony of the portals clashes with the roaring storm winds until all you can hear is a deep and powerful heartbeat. As they chant something unintelligible, a decrepit arm extends from the fiery maelstrom. A robed figure's face obscured by a ragged hood steps from the flaming portal stand before the assembled mages. He rasps with a voice long unused. I have returned to reclaim my place at the table. A new era awaits. The mages and necromancers fall to hands and knees in reverence. They fall into pious silence as he speaks again. For returning my objects of power, you will be rewarded. He leans heavily upon his staff and waves an arm. Golden trinkets appear and clatter to the ground before him. The figure nods at his subjects and disappears in a burst of flame. Eventually, the mages realize they are not alone. Alright. So preferably we want to take out the Shade first, because that has an undodgeable attack. We got plenty of health, but... Archmage. A quest for power and knowledge. It will cost a sea of blood if it must. The mages shoot projectiles from a distance, use evade to avoid their attacks.
I've never felt so much power in one place.
Again, the Shade has to be the first to go. I think that's the Shade gone. I'm surprised I haven't been hit yet. Our artifact is still recharging. Allow me. Took a sip of my potion. My potion is amazing. I think this trap thing doesn't hurt me if I'm using the shield, which is a bit weird, but otherwise fairly handy. No, you will never hit me. I am too good to be hit. Off you go. That went a lot better than the first time. A lot better. Assuming we're actually done. You search the bodies from anything of value, but cannot escape the question that echoes in your mind. Who or what have you unleashed here today? Cool. We're done.
We are bound now. The final moments approach, and with each moment accelerate.
The Black Cauldron, Wine of the Gods, Ordeal by Iron, Arcane Edge, Meteor Strike, Weave of the Protector. Rescuing the Child from the Fairy Kingdom, Ring of the Feast. And that went well. Another nice gold token. But that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Obviously in the series, feel free to show support by commenting, liking, or subbing if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, everyone.